So we're just walking through this mad estate, HMP Moorlands. There's the visitor centre. This is the front of the building. You what, mate?
Not allowed to video stuff, I'm afraid.
Alright.
Prison properties. Can you take that away?
Alright, can you stand back, mate, please? Bit aggressive that. What do you mean I can't film?
You're just not allowed to film, sir. Government land.
It's government land.
Yeah.
It's a public path. No, it's not. Come here. Why is he saying false statements and walking away? This is a public path.
I don't know, it doesn't say it's a public path.
Well, there's a bus stop there, mate, and there's a bloody bin there.
Must be the public path then.
So why are you telling me to stop filming on a public path?
As long as you're filming the public path, that's not an issue.
Yeah, but you've just told me to stop filming, pal.
Don't film that building.
Don't film that building.
Yeah.
I can film anywhere from a public place that I can see with my eye.
Okay.
Right, you guys don't seem to know what you're talking about and coming out telling me to stop filming. Now all I'm doing, mate, I don't mean any harm on the prison, no malice. We're doing a story on corruption within the prison service and officers sleeping with inmates and officers bringing drugs into establishment, which is ruining the system, right? Now listen, what these guys are doing as well, you're probably a decent officer yourself, right? They're putting you in a very bad light. By doing that, they're wrecking your reputation. A lot of prison officers got into this job, right, to do good by prisoners, to rehabilitate them and get them back out into, you know, into public. Yeah, and most prison guards do. But what this small minority of corrupt prison guards are doing, they're not only wrecking people's lives in there, they're destroying your reputation. How do you feel about that?
I've only just started, so I don't have an opinion.
You've only just started?
Yeah.
Right, so what about
prison? If I was to believe that those things were true, then...
They are true, mate, they're all over. It's public information. If you go on Google and type in, you know, we've just been up to Lindholm where a prison nurse was caught smuggling £500,000 worth of drugs in.
What happened to her?
She got locked up for over 6 years for it. She got over 6 years, and now this...
So the system works then, is what you're saying?
The system works. It don't work for the prisoners who are getting all drugs smuggled in. And as well, right, that's a very small minority of people that are actually getting caught for it. What about the people that don't get caught? All we want is a clean HMP and a chance to rehabilitate and a chance to change our lives. But we've got absolutely no chance of doing that while we've got corruption within the service. You can't just touch him and pull him away like that. We're having a decent conversation, love. Are you corrupt, you love? Are you condoning corruption? Because I were having an intelligent conversation with this gentleman, you've just come and pulled him away, and all we're doing is exposing corrupt officers.
It is our lunchtime, we only get 1 hour, mate.
No, but that's fair enough though, but spend the hour getting educated then on PINAC. Photography is not a crime. Yeah, you're coming onto public places telling people to stop filming, and all we're doing is stories that are in public knowledge already about corrupt officers. You don't have to speak, but I'm just asking you, how do you feel about it? Because you seem to be shying away from it, and usually the ones that run away from us, the corrupt officers who run away, are the corrupt ones, right? It's not an allegation, no. It's not, but you're making yourself look guilty. You're making yourself, I don't make allegations, I'm not judge or jury, right? But I know what I know, right? And there's a lot of corruption within prison service, and look at you running away.
I'm not, I've got to get home.
Running away, you need to run away home. Why can't you have a 2-minute conversation and tell us how you feel about corrupt officers that are dampening your name? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You alright, mate? You still want me to stop filming? I've got a loud voice, mate. Loud and proud. Yeah, it's on social media, right? And any officers that run away and don't answer our questions, they're making themselves look corrupt. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you defend it? Because if anybody had anything bad or negative to say about me, I'd be stood there defending it. And they don't defend it. You know why? Because they're earning a fucking packet. They're earning a packet off of taking drugs into their love, ruining people's lives, people killing themselves. You don't want to be involved? You don't have to be involved. I'm just telling you, I'm speaking. I'm freely speaking. The price we pay for living in a free society with freedom of speech is that sometimes you might get offended by what people say. Yeah? Live with it. Deal with it. Because we are free speakers and we're out here exposing corruption. Hello, darling. You alright? Do you have anything to say about corruption within the prison service?
No, I don't.
Nothing to say. So guys, HMP Moorlands is a Category C prison for adults and males, so it's anything from 18 onwards in here. But the 18 to 21s are still regarded as young offenders. So yeah, they'll have a separate units for the 21 and above. It's a pretty rough prison, this, guys. We always feared getting sent here from Doncaster Marshgate because I believed a lot of the young offenders were Category A prisoners and a lot of the adult prisoners were Category C. If my memory serves me correctly, that's how it was, and it were very rough here. There were a big riot in 2005. But one of the good things on a Wednesday, if anybody can remember, drop comments down. On a Wednesday you used to get cheeseburger and chips and they'd call it a Moorlands. Do you remember that, guys? Anybody? Oh, they're in there on the phone. You alright, guys? You alright? You alright, mate? You hiding? I can see you. You what, love? Sorry.
This bit you can't.
What about, love?
When you said that you could film up there,
Yeah.
that's fine, but you can't. This is actual prison property, so
All right.
you could be breaking law then.
I could be. What law would I be breaking?
Because you're not allowed then.
I know, but what law would that be?
Well,
Has a law been passed now?
which one?
Has a law been passed saying that you can't bloody film anymore?
Well, you can't film outside of prison.
Oh, you can't? It's funny that, because I do it for a living. It's funny you say that, love, because I do it for a living. I've actually filmed outside 25 prisons so far, and it's always been legal. I act within the boundaries of the law, guys, unlike you people. Excuse me, love. Excuse me, love. Do you have anything to say about corruption behind the walls? No? Meh, meh. They had plans to put the tender in to make this a private prison, but it's so poorly run here, guys.
Hello, you alright?
Hi, you alright?
Yeah, can I just ask if you want to film?
You guys come really close, don't you?
You need to be on the public section.
Right,
Otherwise I'm going to call the police. This is our property here.
Okay.
All of this area is our property, so you need to be on the
but can I just...
footpath.
Yeah,
Alright.
okay, can I just say though, when a private property is accessible to the public, it becomes a public place.
I'm going to ask you to step back and not be around this
Can I
area.
just say that
What I'm
again?
going to do is I'm going to contact the police
You'll be
now.
wasting police time. I do this for a living, love. So you just come out to say that basically, but even though I'm performing a legal activity in a public place, if you can just explain to me, then I'll leave. That's what you people do. You come out and say something and then you run away like cockroaches. I'm sick of it. Why don't you come out and speak properly? Don't just come out and say your piece and then run away. Come and say your piece properly. Have an intelligent conversation. Because we're getting a whole lot of corruption inside these walls and we're fed up of it, man. We're speaking out about it. We're fighting back. Because you're killing people in there. People are dying in there. You know what happens on them wings? Yeah, people getting into debt and killing themselves from buying drugs, yeah, that officers are bringing in. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. You can ring police and cry to police all you want. This is HMP Moorlands, guys. They don't like speaking here. I'm sure you'd like to speak about nice things about the prison, though. Can you tell me any positive things about the prison? What you're doing to rehabilitate people and change people's lives? Because we're fed up of it. Look at you. This is the little whisper before they disappear. They'll never come back now. The little whisper, because you've been told not to speak to me, haven't you? Yeah, God bless, guys. Have a nice day. Stop corrupting our HMPs. No more corruption in the HMP, guys. We're not having it. Yes, I see a smile on your face there, mate. All these corrupt officers in here, down at Lindholm, they're bringing £500,000 worth of drugs into the system. They do right. They do right. Did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that? Mr. Amy guy, they do right. They do right, he said. Shame on him. Shame on you, mate. Shame on this guy. Listen, he's condoning bringing drugs into the system, this guy here. Check his bag. Check his pockets. He said they do right by bringing drugs into the system. You want to be ashamed of yourselves, guys. Absolutely ashamed of yourselves. So I tell the guy there, do you condone bringing drugs in, yeah? And do you know what he says to me? They do right. They do right by bringing drugs into the system, killing people. It's shocking, it's a violation, and now I'm out here violating the prison. Can ring police all the like. Because they've just exposed themselves. Live and direct, they've just exposed themselves, haven't they? Absolutely shocking to hear a man saying that they do right. They get £1,000 a parcel. Very easy life. They bring 3 or 4 parcels in a month. And it's Barbados all the way, innit? Look at them stood at door, they're absolutely shocking. You alright, guys? Please report any corrupt officers, what you see in there. If you see any corruption, any bullying by officers, please report it, love. Get that shit reported. Any bullying, any smuggling drugs, if you know it's happening, please report it, guys, alright? Clean up our HMP, people. We want reports going in. If you know there's corruption behind them walls, you need to start reporting it. If you see any gang activity between the officers, don't feel bullied by them. Get it reported. Because the HMP is going down. We're taking it down. We're sick of corruption. It's not on. Love, if you see anything going on behind them walls, please report it, love. Don't feel scared to report it. You're not grassing. It's not grassing, guys. The corrupt officers, they're killing people. It's not funny. This is where the drug deals usually go down. You don't have any drugs on you, do you? I can smell cannabis coming from this car. There ain't a major drug deal going down here, is there, people? You're not dealing drugs in car park again, are you? You're very angry, aren't you? A lot of hatred in them eyes. These guys are smiling. Are you angry that I'm exposing corrupt officers by any chance? Do you condone it? You don't condone it. Respect to you, mate. Because these officers are making you look bad. They're taking away all your pride and dignity by them corrupting the prison service, right? They're taking all your hard work away, mate. I'm glad you said you don't condone it, because we don't even usually get an answer. Do you know you can lose your job for answering to me? So I just get to get it all off my chest. It's absolutely disgusting what's happening in there, guys. 2,500 prison officers caught smuggling within 2 years. 2,500, and they get £1,000 a parcel. You just think of the racket that is being made in there by killing people, killing prisoners as such. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it with you. Thanks for your contribution. It's been a great chat. I've got a lot of information out here. A little grunt, that's all I got. You alright there, mate? Do you have anything to say about corruption within the prison service? Would you like to make any comment on prison officers sleeping with inmates as such? No comments, guys. Respect. Have a nice day, people. Respect, guys. That was HMP Moorlands. As you can see, you know, they didn't want to speak to us yet again. Certain officers knew who we were. The guy who I was speaking to earlier didn't have a clue. A brand new officer, he don't know the rules. Got a little bit of information out of him, but thanks for watching again. Respect, guys. Stay tuned. HMP Lincoln coming up.